Welcome to Chaotically Nerdy, a podcast made by nerds for nerds. This podcast is made by adults, for adults, and for children with bad parents. Adult language will be used, and adult situations may arise. Listener discretion is advised. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Chaotically Nerdy. On today's episode is...
Jarrett.
God, you fucking blew out the mic.
Start it over.
No, we're fucking leaving it.
No.
I work with imbeciles. We don't even work. We don't get paid.
So you use the word work very loosely.
Yeah, we don't get paid.
And I'm Ethan.
You didn't blow it out. That's good. All right.
Sorry, I got excited. Sorry.
Keep it in your pants. So, on today's episode of Chaotically Nerdy, we are going to break down the wizard class and subclasses. There's a fuck ton of them. So, I'm going to go ahead and jump in and say we are not going to talk about... I'm going to fucking butcher this. As soon as I looked at it...
Chronergy.
Yes.
Graviturgy.
My brain went, you don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
Order of Scribes. We're also not going to talk about Conjuration. We may talk about Enchantment. Not 100% yet. We're not going to talk about Illusion. And Transmutation is kind of up in the air, depending on time-wise. And Enchantment's kind of the same way. So, got the magical dice back. And we'll see who gets to take us into the features. Ethan. So, I think you started us off on the last one we recorded.
Yeah, we did.
Great. We're just going to go in a fucking circle again. I don't even need the dice. This is bullshit.
You really don't, but...
This is what it reads, but it's also true. Wizards are the supreme magic users, defined and united as a class by the spells they cast. That kind of rhymes.
They is the best.
Yeah.
As most other full casters, they get a 1d6 per wizard level as their hit points. They have no armor proficiencies. They can use daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaffs, and light crossbows. They have no tool proficiencies. Their saving throws are in intelligence and wisdom, and they get to choose 2 skills from Arcana, History, Insight, Investigation, Medicine, and Religion.
You know, I've never seen a wizard use a fucking light crossbow before.
I want to now.
And I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to build one that specifically is a light crossbow user.
Actually,
Doesn't cast spells.
I did play an enchanter one time who...
Enchanted a crossbow?
What?
Enchanted a crossbow?
No, that was his warlock who just carried around.
I played an enchantment
ballista.
wizard who used a crossbow and a sword, so I could parry things because I took
Defensive duelist?
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was actually very useful. Obviously, the first thing that they get is spell casting because they are the ultimate spellcaster.
Yes.
They have a few interesting and unique things about their spellcasting. Do you want to get into those?
They can potentially learn every spell wizard spell
They
by
have an option
by copying it into their spell book.
Yes. Because that's probably the main thing we need to mention is that they get a spell book
Yeah.
at first level.
Yeah. So if you have any wizards in your party, give them spells as loot.
Yes.
It's cool.
It's also a good money
It's
dump.
also
It's
fucking
also
easy to do.
Yep. It's also a really good money and time dump.
You have a scroll of this. Oh, well, I can copy that into my book.
Yeah. Not useful. Wouldn't have took it, but I'll put it in my book.
They're prepared casters.
They are prepared casters, so
which means you you have to prepare the spells as you rest, and you can only use those for
That
the
you
day
prepared.
that you have prepared, and you can only you can't change out just anything from the spell list. You have to have it in your book.
Yeah, in your book.
Yeah.
And if you lose the book, too bad.
Shit out of luck.
Yep. There's also something interesting with their short rests, with the regaining spell slots.
Well, that's an actual ability though.
That's later. So
That's literally the next thing.
Yeah. Arcane recovery.
Yep.
So at the beginning is you have learned to regain some of your magical energy by studying your spell book. Once per day, when you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover. The spell slots can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half your wizard level, rounded up. And none of the spell slots can be 6th level or higher. At 2nd level, you get to choose your arcane tradition, which is their subclass choice. We just went over those, which ones we're going to cover today. At 3rd level, the optional thing from Tasha's is the cantrip formulas. You have scribed a set of arcane formulas in your spellbook that you can use to formulate a cantrip in your mind. Whenever you finish a long rest and consult those formulas in your spellbook, you can replace one wizard cantrip you know with another cantrip from the wizard spell list.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's nice
Useful, I guess.
if you've made a bad pick.
Or you're going in somewhere you need like a specific damage type or something, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's about it.
Or if you're going between control wizard and like a pure damage wizard. Yeah. 4th level, you get your ability score improvement. Again, it's going to be like
Your spell casting feats.
spellcasting feats. Yeah. So warcaster.
Resilient constitution.
Yep.
Spell sniper, all that shit.
Yeah. It's going to be useful.
Yeah.
At 18th level, we're making a big jump from 4th level to 18th level. That's because the wizard doesn't have much because they have more spell options, generally speaking, than any other class.
Yep. And most of their stuff comes from their subclass that they're going to get.
At 18th level, you get spell mastery. You have achieved such mastery over certain spells that you can cast them at will. Choose a 1st level spell and a 2nd level wizard spell that are in your spell book. You can cast those spells at your lowest level without expending a spell slot when you have them prepared. If you want to cast either spell at higher level, you must expend a spell slot as normal. By spending 8 hours in study, you can exchange one or both of the spells you choose for different spells of the same level. And then at 20th level, you get signature spell. You gain mastery over 2 powerful spells and can cast them with little effort. Choose 2 3rd level spells in your wizard book, or whatever it's called, spell book. The wizard book. It's right here. Why didn't I read it? Okay.
I don't know.
That's kind of what I thought.
You can choose 2 3rd level wizard spells in your spell book as your signature spells. You always have these spells prepared, and they don't count against the number of spells that you have prepared. And you can cast each of them once at 3rd level without expending a spell slot. When you do so, you can't do so again until you finish a short or long rest. If you want to cast either spell at a higher level, you must expend a spell slot as normal.
Yeah, so
That's a good capstone.
Yeah.
they're good. You're going to take shield with spell mastery. You're like, why the fuck would you take any other 1st level spell?
That's
Yeah.
your 1st level spell, yeah.
At 2nd level, I don't know. You could take like
You-
invisibility or something. I don't know.
Is it
Or
blur?
blur or mirror
Yeah, blur
image
would
or
be good.
whatever.
Yeah. Something that's going to be defensive.
And for the 3rd levels, you're probably gonna pick like counterspell and like fireball or
That's
fly or.
The 2 that I was thinking of
Yeah.
was Counterspell and Fireball.
I mean, yeah, you can get weird with it, but like, why?
You can get swifty with it.
You could. Do they get blink? Blink's pretty good.
I'm sure they probably get blink.
I mean,
if
it's a fucking wizard. They
pretty much
get
get
everything.
anything that's not like nature based, and they even get some of that shit
Or
right.
healing.
or healing. They don't
Let's-
get any healing, but it's a bit. Fuck it. Why would they heal when they can just do damage?
Why would anybody heal? We've talked about it so much, but I don't understand it.
Everything's a glass cannon.
Yep. Let's go into blade singing. Me. I about said Jared.
I thought you was gonna say me.
Well, because I'm 1 and 2, you're 3 and 4, he's 5 and 6, but he already went.
why the
So
fuck are you one? Why are you one? Who anointed you one?
me, motherfucker. You got a problem with it?
Yes.
Suck a dick.
Who elected you leader of this outfit?
Fucking me.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Sure.
Whatever.
So blade singers are probably the weirdest one on this list in respects to a wizard.
They're the most unique.
Unique is not a word I would use. Not weird.
They're weird. The one you played was weird.
That's because it's Jarrett.
Fair enough.
It was like a basic ass wizard that was a blade singer. I don't know how it could be weird. It
So,
was,
blade singers master a tradition of wizardry that incorporates swordplay and dance. It's originally created by elves. Da 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 da. At second
yeah,
level,
that doesn't exist anymore. They took off the
elf part. Well, it makes sense.
It used to be like created by elves, but it's not like restricted to elves now.
Well, it just says originally
Dance.
created by elves. It doesn't say that. It actually says it has been adopted by non-elf
Yeah,
practitioners.
now.
When you played it, it was elf
I
only
played it
because it came out in Sword Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of. You can only play this if you're this race in that book. Training in War Song. At second level, you gain proficiency with light armor, and you gain proficiency with one type of one-handed melee weapon of your choice. You also gain proficiency in the performance skill if you don't already have it.
Mm-hmm.
So at second level, you gain Blade Song. You can invoke an elven magic called the Blade Song, provided that you aren't wearing medium or heavy armor or using a shield. It graces you with supernatural speed, agility, and focus. You can use a bonus action to start the Blade Song, which lasts for 1 minute. It ends early if you are incapacitated, if you don medium or heavy armor or a shield, or if you use two hands to make an attack with a weapon. You can also dismiss it at any time. While it's active, you gain the following benefits. You gain a bonus to your AC equal to your intelligence modifier with a minimum of 1. Your walking speed increases by 10 feet. You have advantage on dexterity acrobatic checks. You gain a bonus to any constitution saving throw you make to maintain your concentration on a spell. The bonus equals your intelligence modifier. And you can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus and regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Mm-hmm. If you ever see any sort of wonky AC build, it's going to be at least a 2-level dip into Blade Singer.
Yeah. At 6th level, you get extra attack. You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn. Moreover, you can cast one of your cantrips in place of one of those attacks.
Yeah. This is good. This is like an upgrade from the Sword Coast version. And also, I think in the Sword Coast version, it was 2 times period you could use Blade Song. They changed the proficiency.
Yeah. They changed a lot of things to
yeah.
the proficiency thing.
But the extra attack, now you can make an attack, and then with your second attack, use Booming Blade or Green Flame Blade as a second attack and get extra damage on one of your attacks.
Gotcha.
So it's useful.
Yeah.
It's very good.
At 10th level, you get Song of Defense. You can direct your magic to absorb damage while your Blade Song is active. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to expend 1 spell slot and reduce that damage to you by an amount equal to 5 times the spell slot's level. That's pretty good. And at 14th level, you get Song of Victory. You can add your intelligence modifier, minimum of 1, to the damage of your melee weapon attacks while your Blade Song is active. I don't think that's as beneficial, but it's not bad.
Extra,
I mean, extra damage is always good.
yeah, plus 5 damage.
There is nothing wrong with Blade Singer.
No, it's really good.
It's a really good one.
Yeah.
Especially now that they took away the requirements,
Yeah.
the elf requirements, and they changed it to proficiency bonus instead of just 2 times. That's always good.
It's also not too complicated. It makes it
it's
pretty simple,
Pretty
Yeah.
straightforward.
especially since the rest of Wizard is so simple to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're not talking about Chronergy, which is a time wizard.
True.
And then we're not talking about Graviturgy, which is, I'm going to assume, Gravity Wizard.
Yes, also
Yes,
true.
absolutely.
And then we also aren't talking about Order of the Scribes, which I don't know which that
It's a
was.
Scribe Wizard.
It's a book wizard.
It is. It is a book wizard.
That's the one that lets you change the damage type of spells
Okay.
in your spell book.
So that's not bad.
No, it's pretty good.
And then let's go into Abjuration. Jarrett, you're the only one that hasn't went yet.
Okay.
These are super short. I think we could do Enchantment and Transmutation.
You are the best at the school of Abjuration. There's not. Abjuration is your defensive magics, usually your shields, your alarms. It's your defensive and like hiding magic, I guess. Like it's how you like
That would be illusion. Would be hiding.
not hiding, but like what's the word I'm looking for?
Security.
Security.
Security!
Yeah.
You have Abjuration Savant, beginning when you select the school at second level. The gold and time you must spend to copy an Abjuration spell in your spellbook is halved. This is true for all of the school subclasses. You get to half the golden time for their respective schools in copying in your spellbook.
And subclasses. Yeah. So if it's, let's not even talk about that for the rest of the time because every single one that says School of whatever gets it. You get to
Yeah.
copy the spell if it's of the same subclass for half price and half time.
So it's half price for abjuration spells on Abjure,
Yes.
and then for conjuration,
Conjuration.
yada yada yada.
Yeah, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Save us some breaths.
Uh-huh.
At second level, you get Arcane Ward. You can weave magic around yourself for protection. When you cast an abjuration spell at first level or higher, you can simultaneously use a strand of the spell's magic to create a magic ward on yourself that lasts until you finish a long rest. The ward has a hit point maximum equal to twice your wizard level plus your intelligence modifier. Whenever you take damage, the ward takes damage instead. If this damage reduces the ward to 0 hit points, you take any remaining damage. While the ward has 0 hit points, it can absorb damage, but its magic remains. Whenever you cast an abjuration spell of first level or higher, the ward regains a number of hit points equal to twice that spell. That's level of spell. Once you create the ward, you can't create it again until you finish a long rest. So
This is why we're talking about this.
it's really good. It's like
It's probably the best shield in the game, like shield spell in the game.
damage absorption thing.
Yeah.
Feature. Yeah, for sure. At 6th level, you get projected ward. When a creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to cause your arcane ward to absorb that damage. If this damage reduces the ward to 0 hit points, the ward or creature takes any remaining damage. So not only can it protect you, it can protect anybody else within 30 feet of you.
Yep.
This is like healing, though. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
I would not use the projected ward as a reaction. I wouldn't use it because you're a wizard. Got to save that reaction for
Counter spell. Unless there's no.
especially as you're an abjurer.
What if there's no
Magic.
magic users?
I guess you could use it, but like, why would you
Save
waste
it for yourself?
Yeah, why would you use it on someone else when you can use it
Absolutely.
for yourself?
We're such shitty teammates, shitty party members.
Our parties work out just fine.
I feel like everybody in a party should be self-sufficient to a certain level.
Yeah, they should.
At 10th level, you get improved abjuration when you cast an abjuration spell that requires you to make an ability check as part of that casting that spell, as in counterspell and dispel magic. You can add your proficiency bonus to that ability check, so you literally are proficient in counterspelling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we didn't mention this with that. Abjuration is also the school of magic that is the anti-magic.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
it's counterspell
Yeah.
is an abjuration spell. Spell resistance you get at 14th level. You have advantage on saving throws against spells. Furthermore, you have resistance to the damage against spells or of spells.
Fantastic. This is
That
the
it, yeah.
anti-caster caster.
Yeah.
You are the anti-mage.
Mage.
Mage. All right. So next up is School of Divination, because we're skipping Conjuration.
Because in Conjuration, you just summon shit. You're really good at summoning
Yeah.
shit.
Jarrett, guess what? It's you again. bud.
Cool.
Back to back,
I
baby.
love these are my two of my three favorite wizard subclasses.
Divination's really good.
Divination lets you see into the future and into people's thoughts. I think it's divination, isn't it?
Yeah.
Enchantment, yeah. You have second level. You get portent. When you choose this school, glimpses of the future begin to press into your awareness. When you finish a long rest, roll 2 d20s. Record the numbers. You can replace any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by you or a creature you can see with one of those foretelling rolls. You must choose to do so before the roll, and you can replace a roll in this way only once per turn. Each foretelling roll can only be used once. When you finish a long rest, you lose any unused foretelling rolls.
I think we've always kind of done that wrong.
We have done it slightly wrong.
Yes, we've always done it afterwards.
Yeah, we do it. Like, they're like, oh, I got a 16. No, you got a 1.
And unless you're trying to fuck somebody over, then you usually do it beforehand.
Yeah.
You usually like I roll, and you're like, no, you don't. You get a 2, bitch. At 6th level, you're expert divination. Casting divination spells comes so easily to you that you can expend only a fraction of your spell casting efforts. When you cast a divination spell of 2nd level or higher using a spell slot, you regain 1 expended spell slot. The slot you regain must be of a lower level than the spell you use to cast, and it can't be higher than 5th level. So it's just a little bit like a resource renewal, casting a divination. So it's not uncommon.
It's nice.
I think there's ritual divination spells. You'll like ritually cast them and get a lower level spell slot back. At 10th level, you get Third Eye. You can use your action to increase your powers of perception. When you do so, choose one of the following benefits, which lasts until you're incapacitated or you take a short or long rest. You can't use this feature again until you finish a rest. You get Dark Vision. You have a dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. Ethereal Sight. You can see into the ethereal plane within 60 feet of you. Greater comprehension, you can read any language. And see invisibility, you can see invisible creatures and objects within 10 feet of you that are within line of sight.
The trick is to just play a race that has dark vision,
Yeah.
ignore ethereal sight, and use the other two when necessary.
Why would you use greater comprehension when you can cast comprehend languages as a ritual
Yeah.
And get a spell slot back.
and get it done? Yeah.
So just use see invisibility when there's invisible things. It really doesn't come into play that often.
No, it's the ribbon flavor ability.
Yeah.
And at 14th level, you get greater portent. The visions of your dreams intensify and paint a more accurate picture in your mind of which is to come. You roll 3d20s for your portrait feature instead of 2.
Woo.
So portent is one of the best abilities, period, in the game, period.
Especially
It's
when you use
fantastic.
it the way that we use it.
Against other party members.
Incorrectly. Yeah.
No, I don't mean that. I mean like
After the roll.
Yes, we do it after the roll.
I don't feel like it's necessary to do it before the roll.
I don't think it hurts. I mean, you gain a slight advantage because you can save the portents for more beneficial times.
If you were wanting to play like in a hardcore mode thing, hardcore mode. I still can't say it right.
Hardcore mode.
There we go. Yeah, I could see that where you're wanting to be really precise with things as the DM, I guess. But fun is like the way to go. The rule of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like, the build of a divination wizard, which is a halfling with lucky,
Oh yeah.
which is like you do not roll ones ever.
Yeah.
And you just,
I've heard that build referred to as Bill Murray build.
yeah. And you take then they're like a halfling feat that like also you can have other people also not roll ones or something like that.
I think that comes from a specific movie, and it's called The Man Who Knew Too Little.
Mm-hmm.
And he's supposed to be like, they mistake him as like a secret agent, and he's just this normal worthless dude. And he does everything right, and everyone thinks he's like the best secret agent ever.
And he's just really lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
All right. No longer than we're taking, we're going to talk about enchantment as well. It's me. I should have made Ethan do it. He's the one that wanted this.
I just said it was good.
So
I said you could avoid it too.
that's true. Hypnotic gaze at second level. When you choose to school, your soft words and enchanting gaze can magically enthrall another creature. As an action, choose one creature that you can see within 5 feet of you. If the target can see or hear you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your wizard spell save DC or be charmed until the end of your next turn. The charmed creature speed drops to 0, and the creature is incapacitated and visibly dazed. On subsequent turns, you can use your action to maintain this effect, extending its duration until the end of your next turn. However, the effect ends if you move more than 5 feet away from the creature, if the creature can neither see nor hear you, or if that creature takes damage. Once the effect ends, if the creature succeeds on its initial saving throw against this effect, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest on that creature again.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
I am the captain.
At 6th level, you get Instinctive Charm. When a creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll against you, or can use your reaction to divert the attack, provided that another creature is within the attack's range, the attacker must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the attacker must target the creature that is closest to it, not including you or itself. If multiple creatures are closest, the attacker chooses which one to target. On a successful save, you can't use this feature on the attacker again until you finish a long rest. You must choose to use this feature before knowing whether the attack hits or misses. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. At 10th level, you get Split Enchantment. When you cast an enchantment spell of 1st level or higher that targets only one creature, you can have it target a second creature. And at 14th level, you gain the ability to make a creature unaware of your magical influence on it. When you cast an enchantment spell to charm one or more creatures, you can alter one creature's understanding so that it remains unaware of being charmed. Additionally, once before the spell expires, you can use your action to try to make the chosen creature forget some of the time it spent charmed. The creature must succeed on an intelligence saving throw against your wizard spell save DC or lose a number of hours of its memory equal to 1 plus your charisma modifier. You can make the creature forget less time, and the amount of time can't exceed the duration of your enchantment spell. That one was like the longest one That was a lot.
It's functionally really good.
Yes. It really, really seems like it relies on people failing their saves, though. Which I know a lot of spell casting does anyway.
Yeah.
And then Ethan, I didn't have to roll. I know it's you. Take us into Evocation.
Evocation. It evokes.
You evoke some shit out of me, bud.
You're welcome.
This is your blaster.
So, yeah, this is Blaster. This is going to be evocation spells, which are like the ones you see all the time in like people playing. So you got Fireball, you've got your
Lightning bolt.
lightning bolt. Anything that's going to do damage usually is evocation spell.
And
So-
also healing.
Not all healing. Some of it's necromancy.
But healing spells like that heal hit points usually are evocation for some reason. From weird reason. They should be necromancy.
Like cure wounds.
It's evocation.
Oh,
It's weird. It should be
some of
necromancy.
them are necromancy though.
Yeah, like your raised deads and stuff like that is necromancy, but like
And like reincarnate
yeah.
is necromancy.
I favor them being necromancy.
Yeah, I said it's weird. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's not really applicable here, but I just thought I'd
Not
throw
that
it
you
out.
get healing spells really in your
Wizard.
wizard spell list, but
I guess you could.
meh. If you took like magic initiate, you could get some healing spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, might be useful. So, first thing you get at second level is sculpt spells. You can create pockets of relative safety within the effects of your evocation spells, such as Fireball. Whenever you cast an evocation spell that affects other creatures that you can see, you can choose a number of them equal to 1 plus the spell's level. The chosen creatures automatically succeed on their saving throws against the spell, and they take no damage if they would normally take half damage on a successful save. At 6th level, you get Potent Cantrip. Your damage cantrips affect even creatures that avoid the brunt of the effect. When a creature succeeds on a saving throw against your cantrip, the creature takes half the cantrip's damage, if any, but suffers no additional effects from the cantrip. At 10th level, you get Empowered Evocation. You can add your intelligence modifier to 1 damage roll of any wizard evocation spell that you cast. That's per turn. Overchannel is the ability that you get at 14th level. You can increase the power of your simpler spells when you cast a wizard spell at 1st level through 5th level. That spell damage, that deals spell damage, you can deal damage equal to...
Oh.
Wait, what?
Deal the maximum damage.
You deal maximum damage with that spell.
You can deal damage equal to the maximum damage.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Also, at the first time that you do so, you suffer no adverse effects. If you use this feature again before you finish a long rest, you take 2d12 necrotic damage for each level of that spell immediately after you cast it. Each time you use this feature again before a long rest, the necrotic damage per level increases by 1d12. This damage ignores resistance and immunity.
Damn.
Yeah, you're not really supposed to use it more than like once. Maybe twice.
That could hurt.
Yeah.
But if you got a good healer,
You don't.
you don't. But if you, I'd say you had a somehow that.
Well,
was
like, crap,
continues-
like just a 5th level spell, like,
it's 10d12
yeah, it's 10d12.
the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then 15d12. That's like if you roll bad, that's probably enough to knock you out.
Yeah.
If you do it 3 times, it's enough to kill you.
When I say knock you out, I meant like
Kill, death?
Yeah,
Yeah. Murder, death, kill.
depending on if you're already low or not, and if you have good health.
Yeah.
It's a really good, like, evocation. It's a
Yeah.
really, really good damage dealer.
Absolutely.
It's one of the better ones.
It's a really good consistent damage dealer because it gets the potent cantrips. It can just be like firebolt, firebolt, or not
Which is
firebolt,
where-
'cause it's saving spells. Toll the dead, whatever.
Which is what I've noticed a lot of people don't realize about casters is that most of your damage is going to come from cantrips.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think that's where some people fall short. They try to take so much damaging spells and leave their cantrips as kind of, I'll just take these and don't use their cantrips. Try not to use their cantrips as much.
That's where you see people burn in and out their spell slots in like one combat.
And then they're like, I'm useless.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they've made themselves that way, unfortunately.
You could like cannon it out and like just burn all your spell slots real quick, but it's not really worth it.
All right, now let's go to necromancy. Jarrett.
You can bring shit back from the dead.
There was such a long
It
pause
wins.
there.
It wins. You can bring.
Yeah.
You can make skeletons.
Yeah.
You can make friends.
Yeah, you make friends. Who needs friends when you can make them?
Yeah.
At second level, you Grim Harvest. You gain the ability to reap life energy from creatures you kill with your spells. Once per turn, you kill one or more creatures with a spell first level or higher. You regain hit points equal to twice its spell's level, or 3 times that level if the spell belonged to the school of necromancy. You don't gain this benefit for killing constructs or undead, so they future-proof that from killing your own minions. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. At 6th level, you get Undead Thralls. You add the Animate Dead spell to your spell book. If it's not already there, you can cast Animate Dead. You can target an additional corpse or pile of bones, creating another zombie or skeleton as appropriate. Whenever you create an undead using a necromancy spell, it has additional benefits. The creature's hit point maximum is increased by an amount equal to your wizard level, and the creature adds your proficiency bonus to its weapon damage rolls. So any other wizard can animate dead, you can do it better.
Yep.
Lots of better.
Yeah, lots better.
It's like, look, mine are stronger.
Not only you get an extra one, they're tougher and stronger.
Yes.
At 10th level, you get inured to undeath. You have resistance to necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum can't be reduced. You have spent so much time dealing with undead and the forces that animate them that you have become inured to some of their worst effects. Command Undead. Starting at 14th level, you can use your magic to bring undead under your control, even those are created by other wizards. As an action, you could choose one undead that you can see within 60 feet of you. That creature must make a charisma saving throw against your wizard spell save DC. If it succeeds, you can't use this feature again on it. If it fails, until it becomes friendly to you and obeys your commands until you use this feature again. Intelligent undead are harder to control this way. If the target has an intelligence of 8 or higher, it has advantage on the saving throw. If it fails the saving throw and has an intelligence of 12 or higher, it can repeat the saving throw at the end of every hour until it succeeds and breaks free. Technically, you could get a lich with this. If they just roll really bad and didn't use their legend resistance or something.
It's not even that. You get like a death tyrant.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go on up the list of undead things. So
Vecna.
A Draco Lich. I don't. No, you probably can't do Vecna. the save is too high, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
You can try.
What if you want to replace Vecna?
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
It's like a deity almost.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Killed the shit out of Eddie.
Jesus Christ. Spoilers. Sorry.
Spoilers. Jeez.
If you haven't watched it at this point, you're probably not gonna watch it.
Yeah, you probably if you don't, you probably don't know who Eddie Munson is.
I didn't even say the last name. I just said Eddie. Goddamn. And then transmutation.
I don't like this.
Well, it's me, so don't worry about it. Oh, god damn it. I fucking hate this. Chrissy, wake up.
I don't like this.
I fucking hate TikTok. Like, I know it's in the show, but the music behind it was not in the show. So, transmutation. You get to modify energy and matter. Wish I could do that and make myself matter.
This used to be called alteration. Oh my goodness.
Nice self burn. I like it.
Self-degradation.
Yeah.
The best kind. God, I wish we were a video podcast. Because the look on Ethan's face is just taken back so far. Like, he can't understand.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
All right, so at second level, you get minor alchemy. When you select this school, you can temporarily alter the physical properties of one non-magical object, changing it from one substance into another. You perform a special alchemical procedure on one object composed entirely of wood, stone, but not a gemstone, iron, copper, or silver, transforming it into a different one of those materials. For each 10 minutes you spend performing the procedure, you can transform up to 1 cubic foot of material. After 1 hour, or until you lose your concentration, the material reverts to its original substance. So, can you like change it from silver to gold, and then sell it and get the fuck out? Not sell it, but spend it.
Yeah. I don't think gold's one of the materials you can turn
Yeah,
copper to silver though.
No, copper
Yeah.
to silver. Yeah. At
Or even better, wood to silver.
yeah,
Just give me just some wood coins.
just cut down a couple trees and
A tree, you can just cut down a limb.
it's true.
Maybe easier to pick up some rocks,
Yeah, or rocks, yeah.
Yeah, that
some
would-
gravel, and just change a cubic foot of it
Yeah.
Silver.
into silver, and then be like, "What?"
At 6th level, you get Transmuter Stone. You can spend 8 hours creating a Transmuter Stone that stores transmutation magic. You can benefit from the stone yourself or give it to another creature. Creature gains a benefit of your choice as long as the stone is in its creature's possession. When you create this stone, choose the benefit from the following options: Dark Vision out to 60 feet, an increase to speed of 10 feet while the creature is unencumbered, proficiency in Constitution saving throws, resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. You choose your choice whenever you choose this benefit. Each time you cast a transmutation spell of 1st level or higher, you can change the effect of your stone if the stone is on your person. If you create a new stone, the previous one ceases to function.
Could also be called the Sorcerer Stone or Philosopher Stone, depending on whether you live in England
Or
or
America.
not.
Yeah. Real dumb.
Thanks, Nicholas Flamel.
So at 10th level, you get Shape Changer. You add the Polymorph spell to your spellbook if it is not already there. You can cast Polymorph without expending a spell slot. When you do so, you can target only yourself and transform into a beast whose challenge rating is 1 or lower. Once you cast Polymorph in this way, you can't do so again until you finish a short or long rest, though you can still cast it normally using an available spell slot. Yay. You get to
Nice.
change yourself.
Into a challenge rating 1 creature.
Yeah. You're a shitty druid.
I don't know. That's most druid at this level. I feel like that's probably as good as a druid,
It is.
Is it?
or better. If you're not a moon druid, yeah,
I guess I just
they
don't
are
ever.
not good.
Yeah, I just don't ever think about anything other than Moon Druid. 14th level, you get Master Transmuter. You can use your action to consume the reserve. Good God. Reserve of transmutation magic stored within your transmuter stone in a single burst. When you do so, choose one of the following effects. Your stone is destroyed and can't be remade until you finish a long rest. Major transformation. You can transmute one non-magical object, no larger than a 5-foot cube, into another non-magical object of similar size and mass and of equal or lesser value. You must spend 10 minutes handling the object to transform it. Somebody else say this word.
Is it Panacea or
Panacea?
Panacea?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever that word is. You remove...
Pancreas.
It's not pancreas.
Might as well be.
This causes the body to create insulin. Pancreas.
It's panacea.
You remove all curses, diseases, and poisons affecting a creature that you touch with the stone. The creature also regains all its hit points. I'm tired of saying transmuter
Okay, I was going to
stone.
ask, why are you not saying the word
I'm,
transmuter?
I'm tired of fucking saying it.
Say Philosopher's Stone. Say Sorcerer's Stone.
Fair enough. The wizard stone. You cast the raise dead spell on a creature
Got
you
wizard
touch
book and
with
wizard
the
stone.
wizard stone without expending a spell slot or needing to have the spell in your spell book. Restore youth. You touch the wizard stone to a willing creature, and that creature's apparent age is reduced by 3d10 years to a minimum of 13 years. This effect doesn't extend the creature's lifespan. They had to make sure it was a minimum of 13.
I don't
That
know
way you
why.
could still fuck if you're in Game of Thrones.
That's a weird minimum. Like 3d10 is the minimum's 13. That's just a weird way to word that.
It is weird.
It's a weird way to weird that.
We,
That's what I almost said. I almost said it's a weird way to weird that, and I was like, wait, word that.
Weird way to weird.
But it doesn't. It doesn't extend the creature's lifespan. So it's just like
It's another stroke night.
feel like if we don't have one of those, it's not correct.
It's not a recording session if we don't struggle.
So it doesn't extend the creature's lifespan. So it's literally it does nothing.
Yeah, it literally just changes the way they look.
Doesn't
I told you we could have skipped transmutation. You didn't believe me. I played one, so I knew. But you can bring somebody back to life.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Don't use it for the other things.
and the actual benefits of the stone itself of like proficiency in con saves and like.
Panacea just.
I don't know why, but you said that.
I'm trying to say it different every time I say it.
Panacea.
Panacea
Panache.
is okay, but there are spells that do the same thing.
Yeah.
Just do that. Don't make another rock.
Yeah.
Don't make another rock.
Ethan, take us into war magic. War.
What is it good for?
Good God, y'all. War magic. I've never actually looked at this before. Is it good?
I actually don't know. Or I don't remember, I should say.
I don't think I've ever looked at it either.
Well,
We'll all find
I
out
feel like
together.
I'm going to think, why would I play this when I could play Blade Singer?
Probably.
I don't think it's melee.
Okay, so a variety of arcane colleges specialize in training wizards for war, blends disciplines of evocation and abjuration. All right. At second level, when you take this subclass, you gain arcane deflection. Oh, okay. You have learned to weave your magic to fortify yourself against harm when you are hit by an attack or you fail a saving throw. You can use your reaction to gain a +2 bonus to your AC and an attack of +4 bonus, right? To your attack?
Nope. You
It
gain
says-
a +2 bonus to your AC against that attack or a +4 bonus to that saving throw.
Oh, that's right.
It's all right. Sometimes we all can't
Reading,
read.
we know do good.
It went back. So I had to bring it back up and it wasn't there.
Excuses.
All right.
He's full
When
of
you use this feature, you can't cast spells other than cantrips until the end of your next turn. Tactical wit at second level as well. Your keen ability to assess tactical situations allows you to act quickly in battle. You can give yourself a bonus to your initiative rolls equal to your intelligence modifier. Power Surge at 6th level. You can store magical energy within yourself to later empower your damaging spells. You can store a maximum number of points called Power Surges equal to your intelligence modifier. Whenever you finish a long rest, your number of Power Surges resets to 1. Whenever you successfully end a spell with Dispel Magic or Counterspell, you gain 1 Power Surge as you steal magic from the spell you foiled. If you end a short rest with no Power Surges, you gain 1 Power Surge. Once per turn, when you deal damage to a creature or object with a wizard spell, you can spend 1 Power Surge to deal extra force damage to that target. The extra damage equals half your wizard level.
That's not bad.
I don't feel like it's that good, though.
It's
either.
It's not that good. The longer you go, the better.
Well, it's only 3
Gets.
damage here and maximum of 10.
Yeah.
At 10th level, durable magic. The magic you channel helps ward off harm. When you maintain concentration on a spell, you have a +2 bonus to your AC and all saving throws.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
At 14th level, you gain Deflecting Shroud. Your arcane deflection becomes infused with deadly magic. When you use your arcane deflection feature, you can cause magical energy to arc from you. Up to 3 creatures of your choice within 60 feet of you each take force damage equal to half your wizard level.
It's fine. At least it's multiple.
I wish it was like your wizard level or half your wizard level plus your proficiency or plus
Something.
your intelligence.
Just like half your wizard level just doesn't seem enough on those damage.
Well, why not make it your spell damage modifier?
Your spell attack modifier,
Spell attack
which
modifier.
is essentially your intelligence plus your proficiency.
I think that would be better.
Just something. It's a wizard level.
At least it would scale better over
Yeah.
time. I don't think it would end up doing as much damage.
It's unless you get like a wand of the war mage or something that increases your
a modifier.
because it's going to cap it. It'll do 1. It'll do 11.
Ow.
I'm sorry. It was
No, it's fine. I do it all the time. It just sounded really
It will
bad.
actually scale. End up being more. It'll be 11 instead of 10. So
still not that much.
no,
Yeah.
1 extra point.
I
You'd go from 50 to 55 total, basically.
Yeah.
Because you can get up to a number of power surges equal to
It seems
your
like other
intelligence
features that are
modifier.
similar just use your level. So why not
Yeah,
just use
why
your
not?
level? Because
It's
6 damage isn't crazy.
Yeah.
And 20 damage at level 20 is not crazy.
No.
No.
Just 100 damage total if you have
it's
all your
also-
power surges.
You're only going to end up usually having
It's situational too.
2, maybe 3. I mean, I don't know how many times in combat I've counterspelled or
Yeah. And really been
unless
able
you,
to
like,
rack them
literally-
up.
unless you like metagame it and have somebody cast a spell like a
Something
continue spell
sim-
and like dispel magic as a ritual in between like a short like in between combats and and have 5 going into a combat.
It would make a sorcerer useful.
In what way? How is that possible?
By having them cast spells, your buddy cast spells so you can counterspell it.
Sure. I was saying that not even counterspell because that's wasting a spell slot. You could use dispel magic as a ritual, I think, can't you?
Yeah, I guess you could just collect magical items.
Or something. I don't know.
Shit if I know. I
But
mean,
what-
obviously, if you're going to pick one, it's going to be Blade Singing.
Well, I mean, they're not comparable because war magic isn't a melee thing.
Yeah, it's not.
So
It's more of like a tanky thing.
sort of.
I
what
think
it seemed like.
it's supposed to be like really good at maintaining concentration on like battlefield control spells like your slows and your
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
your other control spells like hypnotic pattern and stuff.
But
like
it doesn't even get like a reduction in cost
Yeah.
to write spells.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not good to me. I wouldn't pick it.
I don't think it's
No.
that great either. So let's talk about which one we would take as a solo class and which one we would dip into. Anybody got any ideas?
Solo is like
I feel like
I think
abjuration would be good solo.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good.
I think I'd have to go divination. I know it's not that good later on, but just
Necromancy would be good solo.
yeah, I just love divination.
For my dips, it's blade singing and divination because
Yeah.
you get the really powerful abilities at the front.
Yeah,
Evocation wouldn't be bad for a 6th level dip, but it'd be more of a dunk.
It's a dunk, not a dip.
I get it. It just made me like I wasn't expecting it because I've never heard that term before.
Well, I mean, there's so many other classes that are good that have really nice things up to 14th level that don't get much after that.
Yeah,
That you could go evocation with it. Like, well, cleric. You can get that potent cantrip thing.
yeah. So now we get to talk about the wizard class, which one you're going to add from your party. This one again comes from Dungeon Loot Armory, but we made a change. I don't know who we swapped out for it because it was months ago at this point that we made the swap. So your options are Gandalf from Lord of the Rings, Voldemort, Zatanna from DC, or Caleb from Critical Role. Everybody's thinking. Everybody's thinking.
That's tough because Voldemort's super powerful.
He got beat by a fucking 18-year-old.
He got beat by a 18th month year old.
Exactly.
Technically, he got beat.
18-month-year-old?
Yeah, 18 month old.
Technically, he got beat by a middle-aged British writer. So
Yeah, also true. But
Yeah.
was he really that strong? If he got
that was the power of love, by the way, with the baby.
Yeah, I
same
know.
difference.
Same difference.
On the fucking score sheet, it says Voldemort 0, Harry like 11.
6.
You know what? Nobody says Avada Kedavra like Ralph Fiennes.
That's true.
Rafe Fiennes.
Ray finds.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Or
But just because he says it really good, are you going to add him to the party just for that?
Sort of, yeah.
for the memes alone, yes.
My thing is, I can't add him to the party because he's going to kill my party because he's going to want to be the one in charge. And
I don't
it's not
know.
going to happen.
I don't know. He's just going around like strapping kids to tombstones and I can touch you now.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, I'm picking option 4.
Caleb?
Caleb?
Yeah, he's really good.
Who are you picking?
I want to say Zatanna, but like
That's who I was going to pick.
I like Gandalf, but the world that he's in, it's not heavy magic stuff.
he's such
Yeah.
a weak ass wizard
It's not a wizard. He's like
comparatively.
he's really more of a
Tonight?
Eldritch Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. I'm picking Zatanna.
Yeah.
Give me them magical titties. the look on... I just love making you guys having terrible looks.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Yeah,
I
basically.
didn't say anything.
I know.
Just.
Again, we have to get video at some point because it's fucking hilarious.
I mean, he's not wrong. They is magical titties, literally.
They ain't titties.
They I seen better. God damn it.
I just feel like magic in DC is way more powerful than like D&D magic.
It is. It's so fun. Like Magic in DC, they're so fucking strong.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of over them right now. Because I've been playing Conan. They're everywhere in Conan. Like they're just kind of out. Just
For reference,
out and about.
because he's not saying what he's
He
talking
said he's
about.
over titties.
Yeah, he's over titties.
Yeah.
You
For now.
We're not a video podcast.
So
you made the titties
what
hand
you're
gesture.
saying is you're an ass man now.
Yeah, they're usually wearing pants.
Marry the ass by the tits.
On that
Fair
note,
point.
On that
On
note,
that note, we're gonna wrap this up. You should wrap up other things.
we had the same thought.
Make sure you wrap it. You don't want kids.
Oh.
Says the father.
Yeah,
of
I
the
am
group.
the only father in this group. They're exhausting. I love my daughter. Exhausting. So, as always, you can find us. You can find links to our Facebook page and our Discord on anchor.fm// chaotically nerdy. There's only one slash in there. I just had a mini stroke and said it like 3 different
At
times.
this point, it's a full stroke if you have 10 mini strokes.
No.
They combine.
I can still use everything. I'm fine. Also, there will be a link in the description for our Discord. So if you're listening right now and you just say, hey, you know what? I want to talk to these assholes and be made fun of by them, because more than likely we probably will. Not at first, but give it a good week of you being consistently talking. We'll start making fun of you.
Crab hands.
Crab hands. I don't know why he's doing crab hands, but he is. All right. Thank you guys for listening, and we hope to catch you on the next episode.
Bye.